Welcome back. My name is Jay Oza. I teach, mentor, and coach people on public speaking so that they can get winning high stakes speeches, whether it's for a job interview, the most common type, or business or sales meeting, or even at a conference in front of a lot of people. And soon I'll be coming out with a book that goes into many of the things that I've been discussing with these videos. The book is titled Winning Speech Moments, and tentatively should be coming around end of September. And as I mentioned, I'll talk more about it as the book goes into its launch phase. So it's kind of too early to discuss it, but I just want to kind of give you a heads up that a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about, I've been thinking about it, and it is all going to come in a book. But today I'm going to talk about a sales tip, which is actually not in the book. You can only put so much in the book. After a while, the book is already big as it is. I'm not writing an encyclopedia here. At some point, it may turn into that. But right now, a lot of these videos are kind of quick hits that I wanted to get across so that you don't have to wait till a book comes out, which at some point may be in the book, as mentioned in part of my writing a book, that this is a good way to do it, to record a video, and then based on after a while, if you like it, hey, turn it into a book. But enough of this. Let me just get to the sales tip. So one of the things I mentioned, I think in one of the previous videos, was that the best way to become a good to great salesman is to, and when I say salespeople, because people resent, but I'm using the word salesman for both men and women because it's much easier to say that, and otherwise I have to keep correcting myself. So when I say salesman, or salesmen, I mean both men and women. Okay, so just I don't want to get any emails and stuff saying, hey, today the right word is called salesperson or salespeople. In fact, one big sales guru just did that recently. His name is Gerhard Schwantner or something, and he actually corrected me. He said, no, the right word now is called the salespeople. I think he was doing tongue in cheek, but anyway, he did point it out. So, okay, let's get to it. When somebody's selling to me, the person out there that I know is a good to great salesman is if that person cares about my success equal or more than I do. Let me repeat that again, because this sounds like, wait a second, how is that even possible? It is possible. That's why being a salesman is hard. You have to care about the other person's success just as much, or if not even more. That means you are really rooting for that person's success, your customer's success. If you're not doing that, you're not a good salesman. Simple as that. People ask me, what is your definition of somebody who's a good to great salesman? That is it. I'll give you an example. You've seen this at any situation where somebody out there really, really cared about your success equal to, or more than you wanted to even succeed. And that's why when you want to succeed, you're going to look for people who are going to help you succeed. And they got to be wanting to make you succeed. And if you don't sense it, that they're not helping in that direction, they're not trying to find out, like, how do I make you successful? How do I make you successful? Then you're not going to work with them. Those people are not going to be part of your team that's going to make you successful. There was this famous politician in New York City named Ed Koch. Famous. How am I doing? As a salesperson, you have to ask, how do I make you more successful? How do I make you more successful? Am I making you more successful? Am I making you more successful? How am I making you more successful? That's what I not only want you to ask, but you got to come up with ideas on making that customer or client successful. That is it. It's not that complicated. We're making sales so damn complicated that nobody out there now even knows what is a sign of a good salesman. A sign of a good salesman is a person out there who actually cares about your success equal to. I'm going to say equal to, okay? and possibly even more. If it's less, then he's not interested in your success. He's interested in making money or something, right? And that's not the person you want to work for, because you're trusting this person to help you become successful. So he's got to at least equally care as much as you do, or if not more. And then he's got to be rooting for it. He can't fake this. You can't fake that type of behavior. Now, I'll give you an example. Like a lot of times, I give away an hour for free coaching service so that person gets an idea whether I'm the right person for him. And in that 1 hour, I give as much, if not more, than probably what I would give if the person actually were to become a client. And the reason is that in that first meeting, I don't want to just give them a little bit, kind of whet the appetite. That's not my way of doing it. I think if you really care about somebody's success, and I care about somebody's success more than they probably even do, I give them everything. Not in a sense like overwhelming, but I show it. I say 1 hour, like I'll spend 1 hour talking to you, and believe me, they often go to hour and a half to 2 hours that I'll spend, because I want to make sure that that person knows that I'm not at least as equal to the way he wants to succeed, but even more, that I'll come up with different ideas on how to make that person successful. And this is one thing that I do. After that, I will not then call that person again and again and again. Hey, are you interested? That's it. I have shown them. I will not call them again. If that doesn't do it, then that's it. I'm not the right person for that person. Or maybe this is what I found out. The person just doesn't care about his or her success. And you might say, how is that even possible? Believe me, it is possible. Sometimes people don't want to succeed when they realize what they have to do. They just don't want to do it. So I go out and say, listen, you want to succeed? Hey, I'm all in it. I'm part of your team. Let's do it together. Then I'll go, and that's it. And if that person doesn't come back within a week, usually it happens pretty quickly, the people that I've seen who have succeeded, that's it, I'm done. I'm not this kind of guy who's going to keep pestering them. Hey, come back on, come back. That is not sales, by the way. I know that a lot of people are saying like, oh, you got to keep at it. You got to keep at it. No. If you want that person to succeed, you show it. If that person doesn't want to succeed equal to or more than you, then you're not the right person. Let them go to somebody else, because you don't want to be part of a team that fails. Simple as that. Let me repeat that again. That's something that a lot of salespeople don't realize. You don't want to be part of a team that fails, because failure is very destructive. Because once you fail, then you start thinking in terms of like, oh my God, how did that happen? How did that happen? So you want to reduce this thing about fail fast and all that. Yes, I give them everything in that first hour to show how I'm going to be successful. And if that isn't going to do it, I'm done. I move on to somebody else, because there are a lot of people out there who are going to be equal to me or more than me to succeed. So that's why I always say equal. That's the best I can do, because I don't know, I can't get into people's head on how much do they want to succeed. But at least I can say, at least I'm at that equal level. You may be more, but at least at the low bar on how much you think I want you to succeed. And that's very important. Now you might say, well, how do you manifest that? Like I said, when I do it for a coaching call, the 1 hour that extends to 2 hours, and I will give them everything, because I don't hold back, because the real value is not that first hour. If they decide not to do anything, they've already gotten 80% and they get it for free. It's that 20% that they would have to pay. And I do charge a lot, because like I said, I'm not just being part of a team. If I'm committing my time, my energy, my resources, all that, then I certainly would like to be equally compensated for that. But at the end, that money isn't the reason why somebody picks me. They pick me because they know I am on the team. I'm that A player that they want on the team that's going to help them succeed, and who's going to tell them things that other people won't. And I'll give you an example of an editor that I've hired. He does that. He comes up with so many different ideas that I know that he wants me to really succeed. Now, he doesn't have some of the sales details and all that, but I can tell that he lacks some of the salesmanship that's required. Like, he's not going to go out of his way to tell me all these things, but based on the work he's doing, I can tell that he definitely wants my book to succeed, or at least as best as he possibly can. It's equal to, if not more, because he's given me a lot of ideas on what to do and how to do this and how to do that, and I've taken many of them, in fact, all of them. And also the team that's designing and book cover and all that, same thing. They're not putting money up front. They want my book to succeed because they know that if my book succeeds, I'm going to recommend them, and it's an advertisement for them. And that's what I want on my team. I don't want any doubt like, is he doing it because I'm paying him? I don't, like I said, money isn't important all the time. You want the success is more important than money. And if they want me to succeed, then they will go out. And they have to obviously earn money because they have to pay the bills. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But the success part has to stand out. So I know this has gone a little longer than I wanted to because I think a lot of people don't understand that this kind of works both ways. That when you do something, you want the other people to succeed as much as they do, or if not more. And similarly, when you are the client to somebody that you want on your team to create something, they would want you to succeed. They want you to succeed as much, if not more, than you do. Okay, and that's the sign of a great sales team. Okay, so keep that in mind that this gets complicated. You know, people are saying, what's the sign of a good salesman? Good salesman. That's my definition. And if somebody can show me that, that person is good in sales. A lot of times that just doesn't happen. And that means that there's never any follow-up. It's one and done. That's not sales. That's just transaction. So don't mistake transaction for sales. Sales is like a relationship where somebody really, really is watching you succeed. And I'll give you an example now that I've gone longer. I'll tell you a person who's a very good salesman. And you would say, well, that guy's a salesman? Hey, he doesn't sort of. He's my car mechanic. He wants my car to do well. He really does. And he takes it hard when I say, like, I had this problem, that problem. He said, bring it next time, I'll take care of it. Bring it next time, I'll take care of it. Because he wants me to be happy with the car that I have. And my car's got a lot of miles, okay? And somehow he makes it work. So I haven't been looking, because he knows that if I get a new car, he doesn't get the work. So he wants me to really be happy with my old cars and make them work well. And he does a great job with it. And that's what I'm looking for, right? Someone like my auto mechanic who really wants my car to work well, to perform well, so that I keep it. Because as long as I keep it, he's in business. He gets my business. And so far he's done that. So every time I mention like, I've had this problem, the car is riding a little rough, he wants me to bring it in the garage right away. I said, listen, I'll fix it. And if I did anything wrong, no problem. We'll take care of it. Never brings up the money. And I never even ask for money till I just say, okay, what is it? And I just pay it. No questions about that at all. Okay, at this point I'm going to end it. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or criticism, I always welcome it. Because listen, if you can't stand the criticism, then don't do the videos. Whenever you're creating, you've got to be expecting criticism. In fact, that's a good topic to do on one of the future videos about criticism. Thank you for watching, and good luck with sales. And if there's anything I can do to help you with sales, speaking, or anything, get in touch with me. Thank you.